Hey everyone, welcome to the Mucky Duck. We're live on air, and just give me a second to share this stream on my Facebook page. That's what we have to do these days.
I'm waiting for it to load, and also picking out my my lipstick color, because if you put the lipstick on before and then put a mask on, and then you realize that you look more like a clown. I know you have this problem.
Every week, it's
the
the
same
bane of
thing.
my existence.
Yeah. I made that mistake a couple of times this past week.
Well, thanks for coming out. We've got a nice crowd here. A lot of Bonnie Whitmore fans in Houston.
I'm glad to be back in Houston.
And my guest this week is Bonnie Whitmore. Give her a round of applause. Bonnie had me as a guest at the gallery in Austin, the Continental Gallery, a couple of weeks ago, and I had a great time, and I asked her if she would return the favor and come down here with me, and she was gracious enough to come, so thank you.
My pleasure. Any excuse to come back to the Duck and hang out with all you guys and Rusty and Teresa and the gang here. It's always a pleasure. I think I was here about a month and a half ago. Is that about right? I finally did a CD release for a record that I released in October of last year.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You have some CDs tonight?
I do. I did not bring vinyl, but I brought my CDs.
Don't leave without a CD. I'm going to kick things off while folks on the stream are sharing the stream out far and wide. Let's get some folks on Facebook and YouTube, and then I'll pass you over to Bonnie. Cassius Clay was hated more than Sonny Liston. Some like KK Downing more than Glenn Tipton. And some like Jim Neighbors, some Bobby Vinton. I like 'em all. I put my feet up on the coffee table. I stay up late at night watching cable. I like old movies with Clark Gable, just like my dad does. Just like my dad did when he was home, staying up late, staying up alone. Just like my dad did when he was thinking, man, how the years fly by. And I know an old woman who ran a donut shop. She worked late serving cops. And then one morning, baby, her heart stopped, and the place ain't the same no more. The place ain't the same no more. Not without my friend Eleanor. The place ain't the same no more. Not without my friend. And I buried my first victim when I was 19. I I went through her pockets, the pockets of her jeans, and I read her letters that said so many things that really hurt me bad. I'll never breathe her name again, but I like to dream about what could have been. I'll never hear her calls again, but I like to dream. Thank you. That's a Sun Kill Moon song. And now, for those of you who are just joining online, this is Bonnie Whitmore.
Is the lipstick okay?
Looks beautiful.
Okay. I have to trust other people now. I hope your mom and dad are tuned in. I love the fact that both of our parents are avid, streamers of our shows. It's very supportive of them.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet my parents are there. They'll say hello at some stage.
I hope so.
They're big Bonnie Whitmore fans now.
I know, I'm so excited. It's like a couple weeks ago, we had this bonding moment, and we're keeping it going, aren't we? This was a song that I wrote with my sister, and it just got released last week. It's the first one off the Whitmore Sisters, which I'm very excited is coming out in January of next year. And but both of us grew up with a family that played music and flew airplanes, so this was kind of wanting to capture that essence. So in a way, it's about my dad. If you wanna ride roller coasters, you must grow so tall to ride. Anticipation, adrenaline racing, knuckle up, you wanted to fly. It's the sound of the engine full throttle, revving, no time to look behind. Palms may be sweaty, but center it's steady. Pull back, it's time to climb. When you learn to fly, learn to fly. Get knocked around, then you're coming back down. Recovery always takes time, but I'm telling you, I know it will bruise when you bounce up too high. When you learn to fly, dagger comes to mind. And careful the wager, but you love the danger. Buckle up, it's time to fly. When you learn to fly, learn to fly. Thank you.
That just came out?
That came out last Friday, or last week, yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it was so nice to finally have something out there to, you know, because we're a new group, you know. We got listed as like top 10 emerging artists from Americana from last week, which is just funny because I don't think that either Eleanor and I feel like we're emerging artists at this point. But I guess the Whitmore sisters, we've been talking about it for, you know, half our lives. So I guess it is finally
This
finally
is just
upon
the
us.
first time you've put it.
We finally put something out. That's the two of us, yeah.
Looking forward to listening. This is a song I recently recorded. I haven't released it yet. I'm going to release it around Christmas. It's called Only a Man. She circled the wagons. She didn't give me a chance. And she pulled my heart out with a seismic glance. And this race was over before it even began. If I was a horse, they'd shoot me, but I'm only a man. If I had a designer, he was well equipped. He was tried and tested, and he stuck to the script. He drank a bottle of brandy before he drew up my plans. If I was a house, they'd knock me down, but I'm only a man. Get lost in translation, I fly into a rage. I splatter affection all over the page. But this is no love story, we're not Jack and Diane. If I was a letter, you'd return me, but I'm only a man. And the songs of fondness that carry me up towards the planets, and the songs of numbness send me crashing back down to earth. I'd catch the stars if they'd help me know what you're thinking. If I could paint your dreams, then I would for all that it's worth. But I can't. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm lying here on the floor. waiting for an answer for your knock at the door. But you're on greener pastures, you've slipped through my hands. Still, if I had wings, I'd fly to you, but I'm only a man. Thank you.
I was about to reach over there, but I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think it just slipped out.
I hate it when that happens.
There we go. Could you hear that happening to my guitar? Yeah, that's not just the monitor.
Wasn't
Okay,
until
go
the
for it.
very end. And then I thought it was just part of the song. It's like, oh, the
That's how it is on the record, yeah.
Slowly fades out, but not in the way you expect it to.
Right. Just sounds like it's being unplugged. How are you all doing? Having a good Wednesday afternoon? Thanks for spending it with us.
I like calling it Hump Day.
Hump Day?
No one's surprised by this, I'm sure, but that's what I like to call it.
I never know what Hump Day is because I feel like someone says it every day to me. Is it
Maybe in
definitely
your
Wednesday?
life.
It's supposed to be Wednesday, yeah.
Well, it's like the middle of the week, so it's like you have to get over the hump, essentially.
I suppose for musicians,
Where did
it's
you
kind
think
of
I
the
was trying to
weekend.
go with this? I'm just kidding. I'm gonna stop now. It's been a whirlwind. Like I feel like today is one of those days that I'm not gonna win, so I'm stop trying. But then it is a win because I got driven here. And we got to have a lovely conversation and route out, and I didn't have to actually be the driver, which is a nice thing after doing like a 12-hour drive. So, but yeah, I was trying to get out of the house, and I couldn't get it together. I still don't feel like I have it together, but thankfully Susan asked for different songs, so I've got like at least some ideas of people, and I think I just still have so much love for my sister. That I feel like I have to do this one that I wrote for right before everything shut down. This one's called Cardiac Disaster. Yeah. Sounds like a good love song. This is how all my love songs kind of go, They're not happy love songs. Never. You are the heartstring that I like to plug. It vibrates out just after it is struck, like sonic pulsing, watching and rewind until the moment where it goes boom. Oh, surrender, a cardiac disaster, and tumbling towards it like crash, my devastator, unraveling faster. We're hitting the reset on unrequited. I go again to a devastating love. I don't think twice, ripped it out and addict to the drug with suicidal tendencies or a morbid desire. It keeps coming back at me like whoa. Oh, surrender, a cardiac disaster, and tumbling towards it like crash, my instigator, unraveling faster. We're hitting the reset on unrequited love. I know it seems insane, especially when it's not mutually the same, but I don't regret it. I'd rather to know than to have never experienced that boom. Oh, surrender, cardiac disaster, tumbling towards it like crash, my devastator, unraveling faster. We're hitting the reset on boom. Oh, surrender, a cardiac disaster, tumbling towards it like crash, my instigator, unraveling faster. We're hitting the reset, on unrequited love. Ooh. that I like to plug, tethered tightly. Can't ever give you up. I'll never give you up. Still can't give you up.
Love that.
You know, you realize like the loves that are most important to you are the ones that hurt the worst, right? Like, so, like the ones that'll talk you into doing anything because you love them that much. And you're always kind of like, why am I doing this to myself? But yeah, that's my relationship with my sister. I had to divorce her at one point in time, but thankfully we worked our way through it.
You back together?
Yeah, you know. I went through a breakup. She was able to show up with like the U-Haul and say like, let's do this. Come on. I was like, okay. But you know, sometimes you need to go through those patches with your family, you know, like establish those boundaries that maybe you hadn't put into place before. And as the younger sister, I definitely didn't have very many boundaries.
I haven't seen my family in over 2 years.
You've put a very distant boundary between you and them.
Yeah, exactly. Although they get to see me every week online, which is cool.
Yes, but the meddling isn't quite the same impact, right?
I know. It's not the same.
Not the same thing. Same as the cooking from your mother, you know.
Right. I miss that most of
Yeah.
all. But John Timaeus just tuned in.
Hello.
Oh, my dad said, looking and sounding great, guys. There you go. Dad is watching. John Timaeus is tuned in, which reminds me, I stumbled on a stream a couple of days ago of my friend Wolf Loescher, who I think he's actually from Houston, but he lives in Colorado. And the minute I touched the stream, it popped up and he was singing a song of mine, and no one ever covers my song, so it was a really cool thing to see.
Happens.
Yeah, and when it was over, I rewound back to see like what was the story behind it, and it's just cool. He's releasing an album next year called Immigrant Songs, and he chose. Well, I'm not sure if he's definitely going to have this song on it, but this is a song that he's considering putting on it, which would be great.
I thought it was pretty kismet that you were being played on the Tom Petty radio, like right when I got into the car. It's like, did you do this on purpose? I feel that was like a magic thing.
My good friend Olivia Callahan from Ireland works for Sirius XM, and she managed to get my song on Tom Petty radio. It's been played all this week, which is cool. And I thought I missed it. It was at 2:00 today. They were going to play my song Precious Cargo, and so I had it ready to listen because I wanted to hear what they were going to say and all that. And then I realized it was 2:00 Eastern time, so I thought I'd missed it. But Bonnie got in the car, and I looked down, and it was playing. So they were late or whatever, and I got to hear it, and that was cool. I sound very famous now the way I'm talking about all these things. This kind of thing never happens normally.
Yeah, we were name dropping the whole entire drive over here.
Yeah, but this is one of the first songs I wrote when I moved here. I came here to change my life, I suppose, and become a songwriter, and as soon as I got here, I felt very homesick because I'd never been away from home for that long. And this was one of the first songs that came out, and it's a love letter to where I'm from. It's called Hills of Killedmond. Drink from the cool red river, tie back your hair. Jump up from behind the tall grass and give me a scare. Always on my mind, memories from the mountainside, rolling through the hills of Killedmond. Do you remember when we built that little tree house without hammers or nails? As soon as the heavens opened, the little treehouse failed. Always on my mind, pictures from the mountainside, rolling through the hills of Edmund. And it took me a while, but now I can see that the people around made a difference in me. You gave me life, and you watched me grow, and you taught me the things I needed to know. Now I'm sailing away to be free, but the place where I'm from still lives within me. I just needed some time to be by myself and to stop following dreams meant for somebody else. When this hard life starts to take its toll, then I know the place where I wanna grow old. And when I find the one to have and to hold, when I'm settling down, I wanna go home. To the hills of Edmund. Thank you. Thank you.
I don't think I love a place like that. Actually, that's not true. I just haven't bothered to write a song about it. I was kind of thinking about this one. This is a... Did you ever do any of the House of Song stuff yet? You
No.
get roped into that?
That's Graham Weber's thing?
Yeah. It was his birthday yesterday, too. Well, this was one of my first co-write experiences there. I wrote this one with Astrid Swan, who is from Finland originally. So she came over and, you know, it's been kind of crazy here in the States over the past few years. So made for interesting fodder. But at that moment in time, the bombings and shootings had just happened in Paris. Right. So that was kind of like the first like domestic terrorist sort of thing that's happened close to her. And I was curious like how that made her feel, because I know that's something that's been kind of a growing occurrence for the past 20 years here in the States. Like I remember being in high school when Columbine happened, and that was pretty impactful at the moment. And we can just list off all the other ones, but anyway, so she and I sat down and wrote this one together. It's called None of My Business. I sit under a tree with the world in front of me. There's so much that I don't see, the distances between us, but a mockingbird, it sings 1,000 different things. And who's pulling all the strings? What gets the most attention? But it's none of mine. It's none of my business. Day in and day out, all we really do is scream and shout, missing what it's really all about. You say a player's gonna play, we should look the other way, but who's left for it to pay if indifferences persist us? And we should all be kind, only speak our minds, letting all who choose be blind, and good intentions kill us, but it's none of mine. It's none of my business. Day in and day out, all we really do is scream and shout, and missing what it's really all about. Instead of melody, let's find the harmony and love forwardly. Don't let our fears defend us, but it's none of mine. It's none of mine. It's none of mine. It's none of mine. It's none of my business. It's borderline political on that one.
My dad just said class. is what he said.
Aw,
He wouldn't
I
say
like
that
your
lightly.
dad.
That took him a long
I
time
like
to type
your
that out.
dad a lot. I don't know about you, but I always feel like when people meet my parents, it's like, okay, now I don't have to explain anything anymore. You can see that I come to this naturally, and this is not my fault.
I don't know about that, but a lot of my friends say I'm exactly 50-50. I'm half my mother, half my dad. It's very clear, and it's easy to see when you meet both of them. My mother's much more reserved and kind of maybe has a little bit more anxiety, and my dad is very much like a party animal and likes to be the center of attention sometimes. And there's bits of both of that in me.
I thought you said parody, and not. I just like I had a moment there, and I was like, wait a minute.
Center
That's
of the
not what you meant.
parody,
Yes, life of the party.
in a way. His
But
name's
yeah.
Pat Byrne too. He's the original Pat Byrne. I have a song that's kind of comes from the same place. I'm not going to do it right now because I feel like it's been a heavy. My dad requested it, but I'll do it a bit later on.
Okay.
The
I'm all about like making like the bummer. The more bummery, the better. That's how I feel.
I like that too. Sometimes I feel maybe I need to break the ice a little bit here. Might be misguided.
I'll follow your lead.
But this is called Capsize. Yeah.
It's 1:30, it's midday sun, it's let's just get away. It's a midweek holiday, it's a case of wine, name, place and time. It's not security, it's not stability. I don't have money, no place, no plan, but it's better than a smooth ride, better than waiting for low tide, better than watching from ringside, better than taking the fall, better than missing every sunrise, trying not to capsize. It's better than a compromise, better than nothing at all. I'm easy, I'm slow, I can be lazy, I know, but I'm right where I wanna be. So spare me the third degree, I'm the ripple in your drink, I'm a smile that's out of sync, I'm the rainbow at your funeral, I speak in Roman numerals, I'm almost inconsumable, my parachute's on fire, but it's better than a smooth ride, better than waiting for low tide, better than watching from ringside, better than taking the fall, better than missing every sunrise, trying not to capsize. It's better than a compromise, better than nothing at all. But you know, like I know, I'm the bottom of the pyramid. I'm socially inhibited. I'm headstrong, but it's a heavy load. When the wolves are at the door, but it's better than a smooth ride, better than waiting for low tide, better than watching from ringside, better than taking the fall, better than missing every sunrise, trying not to capsize. It's better than a compromise, better than nothing at all. So much better than a smooth ride, better than waiting for low tide, better than watching from ringside, better than taking the fall, better than missing every sunrise, trying not to capsize. It's better than a compromise, better than nothing at all, better than nothing at all, better than nothing at all.
Thank you for playing.
I remembered that from last time. I was like, oh yeah, I like that one. I'm gonna do it. Well, you and I kind of. Well, I became aware of you by our mutual friend Jamie Harris. It's amazing all the different people that Jamie has connected me with. One of them happens to have a birthday today, Mr. Eric Steele. He's got a birthday.
Happy birthday.
I'm very excited that I remembered the stickers of the American flag that you designed. Oh, man. I love all of those. Such amazing stuff. And happy birthday. I'll make this your birthday song, if that's all right. Jamie and I sat down, I think the first couple weeks that we really hung out with each other, and we wrote this song, and we made it look so easy that we haven't bothered to try it again.
I love this song.
But this is one of the only ones that other people started singing. Like Jamie did it, and I did it, and also Betty Sue started covering it, which, and like you said, it's really cool to have someone else sing your song.
Yeah.
Something about that, but this one made it on my latest record, and it seems ever more present now that there's a big difference between I am fine and I will be fine. That's all I like to say. But it's good to know that it's a possibility regardless. When we first met, it was sickly sweet. I looked at you and you looked through me. No secret I could hide or keep. We both knew that we were in too deep. Well, you light the match just to feel that spark. It's a beautiful thing to watch it fall apart. It burns, it fades, and you're left in the dark. And all that's left is a broken heart. Are you okay, honey? Are you looking for the exit sign? Are you coming with me? Should it be forgotten? 'Cause it's not the first time that I've fallen. But when you're tattered and bruised, looking out from the bottom, do you hold them close just because you got on? Are you okay, honey? Just hold me, maybe that'd be just fine. Is that okay, honey? Are you looking for the exit sign? Are you coming with me? No, whatever you decide, I'll be fine.
It's a hit, that one. Love that
Yeah,
song.
we can only hope. One can only hope for those things.
All right, I'll do the bummer one for you now.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Similarly to Astrid, I'd never been near anything, like a mass shooting, which seems like a pretty regular occurrence over here. It's almost like you expect them at this stage.
Well, I imagine you guys went through a lot with all that was going on.
The
in
troubles
Ireland,
up north.
so
That's true, but it was, yeah. It wasn't students in schools. It was a different kind of. It felt like a war, but that kind of was over by the time I reached the age of 12, and it happened in the north, which feels like a very far
away.
I've spent very little time in the north of Ireland.
But you were just talking about that today. It's like the drive to Houston's was the longest drive that you would ever do back in Ireland. Whereas here, it's like, oh, that's just a hop, skip, and a jump.
Yeah, it's funny how your perspective can change because
Totally.
Driving to Dublin would feel like a huge day out. I'm from County Carlow, which is in the southeast of Ireland, and Dublin's about an hour and 20 minutes north, and that would be a huge trek. I'd pack a lunch, And now I come here 3.5. Well, it's not 3.5 hours if I'm leisurely with my time.
Yeah.
But it's it's around 3 hours here and 3 hours back, and I do it every Wednesday, and it just feels like nothing now. Which is crazy. And so the Northern Ireland is 2.5 hours away from me, but that felt like an eternity when I was growing up. So I've just not spent that much time up there. But anyway, when I moved here, do you remember that guy who was posting bombs in Austin?
Oh yeah, there was only one person died, I think, from that. But that was
Thankfully, it was pretty scary.
That was happening a few places. I was. Just one of those other. Oh yeah, I believe that we have to be reminded of all the different terrorist strikes and attacks that were oh yeah, that happened. Oh, that wasn't all that long ago. Oh shoot, has it been 10 years?
Right.
And so
that was just when I moved and I lived with my friend, and we heard that was happening, and it was right around where we lived, and so we just got in the car and drove to Dallas until it was over. And another thing that happened, when I started writing, my manager Ted was kind enough to let me use. He's got a house up by the lake in Canyon Lake, and I lived there for a couple of months and wrote all the songs from my first album over here. And when I was up there, a guy broke into a First Baptist church just around the corner. It was a 25-minute drive away, and killed 26 people. And I'd never been that close to anything like that. And then around that time, the Las Vegas shooting happened, and the Parkland shooting happened, and it was just a scary time. And I remember being alone in that lake house and feeling kind of terrified. And I wrote this song called Toys.
Frank has a secret, and he's too scared to keep it. And the voice getting louder is counting the hours. Don't take my toys away, we'll all have a price to pay. When this is over, you'll know when it's over. Caitlin is curious, and sometimes she's furious. Yeah, she likes the smell and sound of that new toy she found. And it's not that she's evil, or even that she thinks more than the average 8-year-old. She just wants a toy to hold. Marcus and Steven, they need to get even. They're sick of the laughter, but the silence comes after. They take their toys to school, to the kids in the locker rooms, and then they'll be famous for something so heinous. Pick up the pieces. Illness and anger, we didn't know better. Manic behaviors, just don't blame the toy makers.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm about to make this a lot more bummer. I'm just trying to decide which direction I want to go. There's an obvious one. I had a similar kind of epiphany moment along those lines, and I put it on my latest record. And with the new legislation passed now in Texas, it's like you can open carry a gun, but now I basically have to be celibate because I can't have my own human rights anymore, which I'll be marching on Saturday. I hope everybody will join us. But this one's called Time to Shoot. Take the shot, show the world what you got. When it's done, when you're gone, were you right, were you wrong? Is it yours, what's it cost? Is it truly worth the loss? And if you're broken, will you heal when there's nothing left to feel? Question on my mind. Why did it seem worth it at the time? For the truth, for the war, to know what you're fighting for. 'Cause it's not about faith, all you hold is to hate. When it's black or if it's blue, the choice is only up to you. And if you're scared, don't feed the fears, 'cause we've shed 1,000 tears. Question on my mind. Why did it seem worth it at the time? Oh. shoot, take the shot. Time to shoot, take the shot. And is it worth it? Time to shoot, take the shot. And is it worth it?
You're such a great singer. Wow.
I think it's supposed that both of us needed to have just a moment of just yelling. Because that's the only way you can really express like how frustrating the whole situation is.
Yeah, that was beautiful. And my dad wrote, brilliant singer. Two great minds. Whoa.
We are JR.
Just want to take a minute to talk about the Mucky Duck, who we both
Yes.
love. And thank Rusty and Teresa and Shane and all the staff here for having us down. Thank you all for coming out supporting the Duck. For those of you watching online, the Mucky Duck, their doors have never closed. If you want to come enjoy some music, get in here. They're being safe and they're serving some fantastic food and the best Guinness in Texas.
Yeah, I heard that your face got put on it. at
I'm
one
pretty
point in
much
time.
endorsed by Guinness now at this stage.
I think it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, they came in and put my face on the Guinness heads, which is the
Yeah.
high point of my life, really. It's
Yeah, it's like where do you go
It's
from
a
there?
downhill from here.
Yeah.
So yeah, but if you live far away, if you're in Ireland, you can support them by buying a meal for a frontline worker. That's something
Yeah,
you can do
that's
on their
awesome.
website, which is like a great initiative. They're preparing meals and delivering them to hospitals around Houston. That's a great way to support the Duck and the frontline. You can buy merchandise from their website. You can become a Live at Norfolk Street subscriber, where you get access to the interviews. We're going to be doing an interview after this. You can watch it
yes.
if you're a subscriber.
How many subscribers do we have in here? Do we have any? I knew
Susan
at
Darrow's a
least.
subscriber.
Yes, she is. There we go. We got another one over here. Fabulous.
Thank you for supporting the Duck.
Yes.
Yeah, we always do encores. The only way to see those is if you're a subscriber. So yeah, just support the Duck any way you can, and thanks to them for persevering all year, never closing the doors. They found a way, and
They did.
they're killing it with the live stream thing as well. Also, you can support us if you want, because
Yeah.
we need it too. And tip information is going to appear on the screen. And if you have something to spare, this is a free show. We're just happy you're tuning in and joining us. But if you can spare something, it goes a long way. It pays for gas and food and things like that. So thank you. And that ends this portion of the night.
Excellent.
We're talking about Jamie Harris. I think Jamie's coming to Texas next week. Is that
She
right?
is. I'm leaving and she's coming here. This is what usually happens.
Oh, no. You're going to miss her.
Yeah. I think she's got a couple shows and
I think she's doing Gueros. Is she on Wednesday? Or?
I think so. She also was coming to ACL, and I was hearing that it was going to rain this weekend too. So I'm like, oh, bummer. I hope that
really?
doesn't happen.
No.
Or I guess it's the following weekend that it may not be, but this weekend it was supposed to rain. So.
Yeah, okay. Well, this is one I wrote with Jamie Harris.
Yes. For not being a co-writer, she's written a couple of really awesome ones.
Yeah. She's easy to write with.
We're actually, Betty Sue and I and her, we're going to do another live stream coming up next month, which it's called the Golden Happy Hour, Unhappy Hour, or something of that sort.
Are you going to be together, or is it like a virtual, you're all in the
It'll
same?
be a streaming all together.
Nice.
Basically, Betty Sue's bringing back her, was it Unhappy Hour? Nobody's happy hour. I knew I had that wrong. I'm like, I'm going to say it wrong. But she's bringing him back, I think, starting next month.
And you're kicking it off.
We'll be doing one with the trio of us, which is always a hoot and a
That
half.
is a power trio.
Especially when we actually dress up like Golden Girls. So, but they're helping me boost my Patreon, is what the kind of whole plan is. And,
Okay.
And so Betty Sue went as far as making like Golden Girl pins with our faces. Which are pretty friggin' amazing. I'm really excited
Wow.
about them. So, anyway.
I'll be tuning in. I'll see you all there.
Yeah.
it ain't a mystery. Why she's got nothing to say to me. I've always been a loser, but I thought that I could keep her. I remember when we moved in, every night I'd take you dancing. And now I just spin out of control. Blacked out and all alone. And it feels like my dreams are all dying in the rubble. I keep tripping up, I can't get very far. I know there's a dozen ways of staying out of trouble. I'm just finding it hard to make a winner of this losing heart. And it's so hard to let the light in. When the morning feels like dying, it's too late to be the one she can rely on. You can't break a promise to a lover who's gone. It feels like my dreams are all dying in the rubble. I keep tripping up, I can't get very far. I know there's a dozen ways of staying out of trouble. I'm just finding it hard to make a winner of this losing heart. This is not the way it was supposed to be. I still remember when you said you were in love with me. I don't think I'll ever get that high again. Now I'm forgetting how it feels to win. 'Cause my dreams are dying in the rubble. I keep tripping up, I can't get very far. I know there's a dozen ways of staying out of trouble. I'm just finding it hard. Will I always be looking for the answers? Can we ever change who we are? If I could just stop staring at my feet through the bottle and pick my head off the bar, I'd make a winner of this losing heart.
Thank you.
That seems like the right thing to follow. Similar but different. This is a story of my life, which a very close friend pointed out to me that my type is not a physical type, it's a personality type, which is self-involved and emotionally unavailable. So I got this one out. Now I've finally figured it out. I'm like, oh, it's inspiration that I'm after. That's what I'm really attracted to. Oh, you're going to be an asshole. Come here. This one's going to be on the Whitmore Sisters record, too. This is called Hurtin' for a Letdown. I was hurting for letdown. just the luck that I found. A sad queen in her crown. That's how I roll. I didn't want this to work out, and any fool could see how. It's written in the cards now. I was hurting for let down. Well, it happened in the moment that I met you. Deeply unavailable is my plight. If I never cross your mind, well, that suits me just fine. I'm addicted to the heartache. I don't wanna do what's right. I was hurting for let down. Just the luck that I found. Sad queen in her crown. Alone how I roll. I didn't want this to work out, and any fool could see how. It's written in the cards now. I was hurting for let down. Well, it happened in the moment that I met you. Yet another lesson that I thought I knew. Better to part as friends before the cycle starts again. It's not your fault I broke my heart. That's just what I do. I was hurting for let down. Just the luck that I found. A sad queen in her crown. Alone how I rule. I didn't want this to work out, as any fool could see how. It's written in the cards now. I was hurting for let down. Just the luck that I found. A sad queen in her crown. 'Cause that's how I rule. I didn't want this to work out, and any fool could see how. It's written in the cards now. I was hurting for let down. Thank you, Susan, for that request as well. All right.
That's beautiful. I almost forgot we have Learn It or Burn It, that segment.
Oh, right. Mm-hmm.
So for those of you who don't know, every week Michael, Rusty and Teresa's son, pick 4 random songs and they're going to pop up on the screen and you have 10 minutes to vote, and at the end of the 10 minutes we'll try whatever wins. And I'm always very nervous. It really, my heart rate goes up quite a lot during this segment.
I should try to look up lyrics in the process.
Yeah, we'll get the lyrics up. Learn It or Burn It. Yeah, we're on it, Rusty. And the first song is Another Shitty Saturday Night by Greg Trooper.
The title is more interesting than the actual song. I will
Careful
admit.
now.
Oh, am I influencing?
I don't like swaying people's votes here because it never works. They do exactly what you don't want. Heart of Saturday Night by Tom Waits. Another Saturday Night by Sam Cooke. And Saturday in the Park by Chicago. There is a theme here if you've picked up on it.
Which, if it's based around Saturday, it's like, well, then it begs to ask the question, what's happening here on Saturday?
I don't know what's happening here on Saturday. I'll tell you what's happening here next Saturday. Me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, so if you haven't got tickets, I believe it's almost sold out, but next Saturday I'm going to be here with American Dreamer. The band I normally play with, all of them are busy, and then all the people I go to second are all busy too, which is a weird situation to find yourself in.
Yes.
So I asked American Dreamer, who are this great string band, and they've got beautiful harmonies, if they would rehearse with me. We're going to rehearse all this week and kind of rework my album so that it works for for strings and voices. And I can't wait.
That's gonna be really fun.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. So get your tickets.
I kind of
October
want to come
9th.
and see that.
It's also a couple of days after my birthday, so that my head will be on the Guinness here, and it'll be a very special occasion. I'm going to do this song for Susan Darrow because I know she likes it. This is a Miles Zuniga song that I recorded earlier this year. It's called Grey Skies Blue. And Betty Sue sang on this with me.
Make the coffee, make the bed, wipe the dusty cobwebs from my head. And I think of you and all the things you do to make my gray skies blue. Hello again, Valentine, you drank up all my wine. But I don't mind, 'cause honey, I know you could make my gray skies blue. I start, I stop, and I tie myself in knots. I'm here, you're there. Well, who says life is fair? It's just your voice on the phone, and I'm living in the wrong time zone. You're so far away, but baby, I know you could make my gray skies blue. I start, I stop, I tie myself in knots. I'm here, you're there. Well, who says life is fair? It's just your voice on the phone, and I'm living in the wrong time zone. You're so far away, but honey, I know you could make my gray skies blue. Yeah, baby, I know you could make my gray skies blue.
Thank you. So far, Tom Waits is in the lead.
I'm all right with that.
Greg Trooper's a
Is that what
shoulder
you guys
behind
were voting
him.
for? Hard as Saturday Night. It's hard not to love that song.
It is.
There's like so many things that I'm missing out on because I don't have like day of the week songs or. Shit, I need to get better at this.
Rich Brotherton does a beautiful version of Heart of Saturday Night. Yeah, give it up for Rich Brotherton. Me and Rich are hitting the... We're doing a cruise on the... I keep calling it a cruise. Apparently there's a lot more hard work involved. We're doing like a river trip on the Rio Grande in Big Bend in a couple of weeks. There's 2 spots available if you'd like to go.
With Jimmy and Butch. I'm like jealous here.
I can't wait.
I haven't been able to do one of those trips with them.
It sounds like a blast. We're gonna sing songs every night, and then during the day we're gonna be on canoes and hiking around. And
It's gonna be a blast.
Yeah.
I want to hear all the stories, but I mean, I can't really complain. I went to New Zealand with both of them, so
oh wow,
they're.
I don't even know if they're gonna be there, but we'll see. It would be great if they were.
Oh, you didn't tell me that part. You let me believe that was all happening. Oh right, it's okay. I'm gonna go in the vault here. This is the first song I ever wrote with Aaron Lee Tashton, and to show that I can kind of write a love song. So eluding, so endearing, this happy feeling of a new beginning, or a fairy tale of unrequited love. So I'm sitting on this rainbow while my heart pleads to let go. With my arms across your chest, gotta feel like such a mess, but I'll do my best. Trying not to love you too much too soon. Trying not to feel you when you're in the room. Trying not to dream of you. This might come true. Trying not to love you too much too soon. To have and lose a lover takes a hard time to recover from the dam that breaks and buries all. So warm in the glow of a chance, burn the shadows of lovers past. So tired of running while my heart keeps drumming. I beat so out of time. I'm trying not to love you too much too soon. Trying not to feel you when you're in the room. Trying not to dream of you. This might come true. I'm trying not to love you too much too soon. I'm trying not to hold you down, fly too close to the ground. My heart can't escape the sound of the song that I found when you came around. I'm trying not to love you too much too soon. Trying not to feel you when you're in the room. Trying not to dream of you. This might come true. I'm trying not to love you too much too soon. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Bonnie Whitmore, everyone.
Ah, shucks. Thank you.
So Greg Trooper was like family down here at the Mucky Duck in Houston. I know he played here all the time. Sadly, he passed away in 2000. I think it was 2017, right before I got here, and I recorded one of his songs, Ireland, earlier this year, and it's a great song. He's a great songwriter, and so I think it's apt that his song just won.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
What's it called again? Another Shitty Saturday Night. So just give me a second there till we have a listen. It's scary when you don't really know the song. We did know Tom Waits. Okay, I'm gonna grab the lyrics here.
Okay.
Oh, he better have lyrics.
This may be a problem.
Are you finding them? We can do that.
I think maybe
If I can
found
find
them.
lyrics.
I'm looking for. I think maybe I found them. I know. That's what I feel like it should be for all of them, not just. This is no. I knew this was gonna happen.
Okay, no, I thought I had them there.
No, I thought I had a.
Accept
momentarily,
all
but it's all-
cookies.
I hate. That's never a good. That's never a good sign.
I love accepting cookies.
um.
Okay. No, why? There might be a problem, Teresa. I know you really wanted this one, but it looks like there's no lyrics online for it.
It's yeah, this kind of defeats the whole thing. I'd be easier like with the lyrics sheets, never hearing the song, making it up on the spot than I would.
Right.
Than
trying
right.
to imagine what the lyrics are out of thin air.
I feel like we'd have to like write our own Another Shitty Saturday Night.
Do you want to try?
I mean, I think that's
That's a lot of pressure. I'm sorry, Teresa. I know you really wanted to hear this one, but we can't find the lyrics. Should we try Tom Waits? It came second.
Well, I mean, I feel like I'm not the one to decide this because I know what I would want to do.
Well, what do you want to do? Skip the whole...
Did you?
Really? No, it's about... The first line is about buying a car.
There's more than one song with that title. I mean, I have another song with an explicit, but not this one. Sorry. What'd you decide to do? You doing Tom Waits?
I might have to listen to that as well. Do you know it? Would you know it well enough to just go for it? I could try. Here's the lyrics. Okay. Is that on cruise?
No, I don't think I have this one either, but I could try.
I'm getting the lyrics too. I can try to help you.
Okay. You're gonna do it in C? Well, I gassed her up behind the wheel. You went around in your sweet one in your Oldsmobile, barreling down this boulevard, looking for the heart of Saturday night. You got paid on Friday, and your pockets are jingling.
Lights get all tingling, 'cause you're cruising with the city, looking for the heart of a Saturday night. And you comb your hair and you shave your face, try to wipe out every trace.
All the days and the weeks, you know that you'll be Saturday, skipping on a red. You're gonna
You're going on green, 'cause tonight's like nothing you've ever seen.
We'll get there together.
And you're beating down the boulevard, looking for the heart of a Saturday night. Tell me, is it the crack of the pool balls on buzzing? Telephone's ringing, it's your...
second cousin.
We're making this up.
We are. Smiling from count, magic of the melody in your eye. We're making it up on here on a Wednesday night. Yes, we are.
'Cause you're cruising with six, looking for the heart of a Wednesday night.
That was a disaster. I apologize to everyone, especially Tom Waits.
I apologize to Tom Waits, but I also think that he would appreciate that in his own special way. It's like, that was fuckery. Perfect.
Well, at least we tried.
Okay. Speaking of fuckery, I feel like I should do this one.
Yeah.
Can't get out of here without doing this song. Since you didn't get your shitty Saturday, here's Fuck with Sad Girls instead. Sing along if you know it. She looks through her rear view. While the rest just seem to pass her by. Always watching the world through the corner of an eye. She sits like a bird just about to fly. But no one really wants to fuck the sad girl. No one wants to see the cracks the makeup doesn't hide. 'Cause she's no one's girl, a little pearl who wants to see the inside. 'Cause no one really wants to fuck with sad girls. She wakes up in last night's makeup. It's just one more of the days in her life. Always watching the world through the corner loving eyes. She sits like a bird just about to fly. But no one really wants to fuck the sad girl. No one wants to see the cracks the makeup doesn't hide. 'Cause she's no one's girl, a little pearl who wants to see what's inside. 'Cause no one really wants to fuck with sad girls. Ain't that right? So here's to the rear view. Whatever helps you to never bat an eye. Oh. 'Cause no one really wants to fuck with sad girls. No one really wants to fuck with sad girls. No one really wants to fuck with sad girls. So be a sad girl. Be a sad boy, a sad girl, sad girl. Be a sad boy, a sad girl, sad girl. Be a sad girl. Be a sad girl. Be a sad girl. 'Cause no one really wants to fuck with sad girls.
My dad might have fallen asleep by now.
He made it like, oh, did he wake up? Oh, I didn't realize she had a potty mouth on her. Actually, I think I did
would
play
love
that one
that
the other
song.
night. Yes. My favorite is when somebody comes up to me afterwards and be like, just so you know, I do fuck sad girls. I was like, not exactly the point of the song, but good to know.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I'm going to do a song. Some sad news. My grandfather passed away a couple of days ago back in Ireland.
Aw.
And it was very sad because he was a lively man. He was 85 years old, and but he had a lot of energy, and he was young at heart, and always cracked a joke. And then he got COVID 3 weeks ago, and that kind of just brought him to his knees, and it was a very sad time to be stuck over here. I couldn't get back, and so we live streamed the funeral, which was amazing. There was 100 people watching online, and it was a beautiful ceremony. My cousin gave a great speech, and but it's a sad time as well. And so I want to do this song for my grandfather, Simon Byrne.
Of all the money that e'er I had, I spent it in good company, and of all the harm that e'er I've done, alas, it was to none but me. And all I've done for want of wit, to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me a parting glass. Good night and joy be to you all. Of all that e'er I had. They are sorry for my going away, and of all the sweethearts that e'er I had, they would wish me one more day to stay. But since it fell into my lot that I should rise and that you should not, I'll gently rise and I'll softly call. Good night and joy be to you all. Good night and joy be to you all.
Thank you. Simon Byrne. You want to take us home, Bunny?
Okay.
Thank you so much for being here, spending your Wednesday evening with us. This was really fun. Thanks everyone tuning in online. We are accepting tips, and we appreciate them big time. Thank you.
Since we're advertising, also I would like to ask and see if anybody would like to join and be one of my Patreons. They're all aviation based, which I've kind of explained to some degree. But anyway, I'm excited to be part of that whole new little thing, and I have a whole bunch of really special little nuggets that are going to be coming out, which I'm excited about. I didn't realize we were done. I'm like, oh, this is over. I don't want it to be over.
Well, we'll do an encore for the Norfolk subscribers and the people here in the room.
Yeah, exactly. But since it is my friend Eric's birthday, is there anything that I haven't played that you would like to hear? To put you on the spot like that, I know.
Another shitty Saturday night?
Cinderella, man. I was thinking that one. That's a good one. And since Saturday, we'll be celebrating and marching for the women. So they'll send this one out there. This was my epiphany after I realized that most of the people that I identified with in Disney movies were all the villains. Yeah. So I actually found myself really stoned in a hotel room, and I think I was out with my buddy Aaron Lee at the time, and was watching the Disney Channel, and Cinderella came on, and I hadn't seen it, since I was a kid, and I was just like mad. I was really angry about it. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this whole situation? It's like, whatever. Anyway, so I put it in a song. So thank y'all so much. Thank you, Pat. Thank you, the Mucky Duck, and everybody here, and I'll send this one out to Birthday Boy. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us on a Wednesday. Boy meets girl, it's happy ever after. How's that supposed to be good? What about finding your equal? That's not based in fairy tale books. You can say you didn't ask for it, but you can see you can ask for it. 'Cause I don't wanna be Cinderella, and I don't want the other shoe. Pretty girls can try for redemption. Personally, I took care of myself. Fulfill you and give to others. to only think of yourself. You can say you didn't ask for it, but you can see you can ask for it. 'Cause I don't wanna be Cinderella, and I don't want the other shoe. For the love of another, dreams that you wish could come true, dreams that you wish could come true. La 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 da. Yeah, I think this could be special. Yeah, I think this could be true. You get more for what you put in it, and I'll put my faith into you. You can say you didn't ask for it, but you can see you can ask for it. 'Cause I don't wanna be Cinderella, and I don't want the other shoe. For the love of another, dreams that you wish could come true, dreams that you wish could come true. La da 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 da. Ooh, la da 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 da.
Bonnie Whitmore, everybody. Thank you so much for coming down here.
Thanks for having me. Pat Byrne, everybody.
Thanks for tuning in at home.
And as it's October 9th or 8th?
October 9th.
October 9th, back here at the Duck. Go get your tickets.
Well, thanks, everyone. We're going to wait till this on-air light comes back on, and then we got one more song for you. What would you like to
What are
do?
we going to do? I don't know.
We could try that Damien Rice one. Would you be comfortable playing guitar on it? Or?
What key?
Pretty sure it's just G to... Just A minor G F over and over.
We worked this up a couple weeks ago, and I think you posted a little bit of something of it, didn't you?
Yeah, I loved it.
I was